Hola, it's Bella. Today, Bradley and I are wheels up to experience JetBlue Mint Roundtrip between Los Angeles and Boston. I'm going to tell you all about the food, entertainment, amenities, and seat features so you get an idea of what to expect from this premium service cabin. So make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position and get ready to head into the wild blue yonder with JetBlue Mint. Let's go! It was early, but I'm the type who really likes to be at the airport with plenty of time. Although with JetBlue Mint, the perks start immediately because you can usually get into a priority line for security. Now, it's important to note that this is not the same as TSA pre-check. If there isn't a designated line for priority, like at LAX, just make sure you let the line agents know that you have priority access and have your boarding pass ready to show. They'll let you know what to do. Seriously, it was so early the shops and the restaurants weren't even open yet, but it meant we were able to make it to our gate and have some time to relax before boarding our flight for a 6 a.m. departure. All right, let's get on this plane. I was so excited to get into this seat. Okay, so apparently this is where all the legroom is kept. Like, all of it. And there's a shoe caddy. I love things that help you stay organized and tidy, like this little hook. I have no idea if it's meant to hold the headphones we got, but it worked so well, I went with it. Just FYI, you can't keep the headphones. They were collected during prep for landing, but they were great to have for the 6-hour flight. There's also a reading light, bottled water, and a cute little travel kit. I'm gonna go over the contents of this later in the video, so stick around. The service we experienced in Mint was awesome, especially on our way to Boston. Shout out to Frank and Linda for being so cool and friendly. Before we had even pulled away from the gate, we were offered drinks, which we happily accepted because the 5 a.m. hour calls for mimosas. Our return flight was a little later in the morning, so we opted for poinsettias instead. This also had to do with the fact that the mimosas were made with orange juice that had heavy pulp in it, and I just wasn't a fan. But still, champagne. Once we were airborne, the full service began. Our eastbound breakfast started off with mint condition, which was ginger, lime, cucumber, mint, and your choice of vodka, gin, or rum, and a pain au chocolat that was so yum. Like, really, I'm craving it now. That was followed by a choice of 3 out of 4 dishes. We chose the blueberries and the farro pancakes with a side of chicken sausage. There was also chilled smoked trout and asparagus frittata available, but I was quite happy with my choices. Our return trip gave us access to the lunch and dinner menu. We had pan-roasted chicken, orecchiette pasta, and shrimp, plus a side roll with butter and vanilla gelato for dessert. I do have to say, this meal wasn't as good as our outbound breakfast, but still some of the best airplane food I've ever had. The menus change based on the time of year and where you're flying, so be sure to check JetBlue's website for the most updated menu for your travel date and destination. There's even the ability to request a special meal. They offer gluten-free, kosher, low-calorie, vegan, and what they call plain eats, formulated for those with sensitive palates and or tummies. Oh, and did I mention there's a custom Spotify playlist that accompanies each menu? So cool. After filling up on all that delicious food, it's time to see what this lie-flat seat can really do. does not disappoint. Adding to the comfort, each Mint seat comes with its own sleep pack by Tuft & Needle. The blanket has snaps so you can configure it 3 different ways for optimized snugness. And the foam pillow was quite comfy. 10/10 would recommend. Our outbound flight was on a newer plane than our return, and therefore it was a little bit cleaner and the seat controls were in a better place, but even on the older plane, it was wonderful to settle back with a nice warm cup of tea and indulge in a movie or some comfort TV. I chose Crazy Rich Asians. I love this movie so much. Alright friends, we've almost reached our destination. But first, let's freshen up a bit with this travel kit by Caraa, shall we? My outbound trip gave me a black kit and my return trip gave me a mint green kit. But each one features universal snaps so they can connect to each other and be reused for future travel or home organization. Regardless of the color you get, they all have the same items inside: comfy socks, a sleep mask, earplugs, beauty treatments by Dr. Dennis Gross, which are a face peel and moisturizer, hydrating hand treatment, and moisture lock lip balm, and finally some mouthwash, so you'll be minty fresh and ready for those airport reunion kisses. It's been a wonderful flight with you, but before we touch down, here are my parting thoughts. Is JetBlue Mint perfect? No. The outbound flight on the newer plane was cleaner and had much better food and service. Is it still worth it if you get an older plane with attendants who aren't as outgoing and friendly? 100%. The level of the food, the size of the TV, the drink offerings, and the overall comfort. I mean, at one point, I was sitting cross-legged in my seat and was perfectly happy. JetBlue Mint, I raise a toast to you. I mean, I'll do it with my poinsettia just because a pulpy mimosa won't ever be my jam, but still, thanks for a fantastic cross-country journey. I can't wait to fly with you again. Also, give Frank and Linda raises because they were seriously amazing. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to share more experiences with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications of new videos. Hasta luego. Bye.